Hey everyone! Today we are talking about someone almost everyone knows and loves, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is strong, smiling, successful, and rich. People see him as a hero, a role model, and a symbol of hard work. But every big star has another side. Behind the smile, behind the movies, and behind the fame, there is pressure, control, controversy, and criticism. This video is not made to hate The Rock. It is made to show the full picture. This is the dark side of The Rock. 1. The perfect image. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is known for many things: his massive physique, his Hollywood success, and his life-than-large personality. But more than muscles or movies, he is known for one carefully crafted thing: his image. To the public, The Rock represents positivity, discipline, and relentless hard work. He is always smiling, always motivating, and always speaking about gratitude, respect, and believing in yourself. For millions of fans, he feels less like a celebrity and more like a daily source of inspiration. But creating and maintaining a perfect image at that scale is not simple. It does not happen naturally or accidentally. It requires constant control, strategy, and awareness. Every public appearance, every interview, and every social media post must align with the same message. One wrong comment, one emotional outburst, or one controversial opinion could damage the brand he has spent decades building. In a world where celebrities are watched closely and judged instantly, perfection becomes a full-time job. Many people who have worked with The Rock have hinted that nothing about his public persona is random. His Instagram captions, his motivational speeches, even his humor are carefully planned. He knows exactly how he wants to be seen and how his words will land with different audiences. This level of discipline is impressive, but it also raises questions. When everything is planned, how much room is left for authenticity? Behind the scenes, The Rock is not just an actor or former wrestler, he's a global brand. His image supports billion-dollar movie deals, business partnerships, and endorsements. That means emotions must often be managed, opinions must be filtered, and personal struggles must be shared only in ways that inspire, not disturb. Vulnerability, when shown, is controlled and purposeful. Even his real moments often feel polished. This leads many people to ask an uncomfortable question: is The Rock being real, or is he playing a role all the time? The answer may lie somewhere in between. He may genuinely believe in hard work and positivity, but he also understands the power of perception. In modern fame, authenticity is curated, not raw. The Rock's perfect image is not necessarily fake, but it is carefully protected. And in a world that demands constant performance, sometimes the hardest role to play is simply being human. 2. Extreme control over his brand. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not just an actor working from one movie to the next. He's a carefully built global brand. Everything connected to his name: films, business deals, gym wear, energy drinks, social media, and public appearances is managed with strict attention. Nothing is left to chance. This level of control is one of the main reasons for his massive success, but it comes with serious criticism. Many reports over the years suggest that The Rock includes special clauses in his movie contracts. One of the most talked about rules is his approach to on-screen fights. According to insiders, he prefers to not lose fights clearly. In several action films, the number of punches, hits, or moments of weakness must be equal between him and his opponent. No character is allowed to look dominant over him for too long. The goal is simple: protect the image of strength and invincibility that his brand depends on. From a business perspective, this makes sense. His audience expects The Rock to be powerful, confident, and unbeatable. Studios invest huge budgets knowing his image sells tickets. But from a creative standpoint, this control can become a problem. Some actors and directors have quietly expressed frustration, saying that strict rules remove tension from scenes. When the outcome feels guaranteed, action loses emotional impact. Good storytelling often depends on vulnerability, loss, and real stakes. When a character cannot truly fail, growth becomes limited. Critics argue that this makes some of his films feel repetitive and less authentic. The hero always wins, always stands tall, and always remains unchanged. Extreme control protects a brand, but it can also trap it. When one person controls everything, creativity has less room to breathe, and the story may suffer as a result. 3. Problems on movie sets. On screen, The Rock appears friendly, calm, and easy to work with. He smiles in interviews, praises his co-stars, and often talks about teamwork and respect. But behind the scenes, the reality has not always been so smooth. Like many large productions with massive stars, tension has sometimes surfaced, especially when strong personalities collide. The most famous example came during the filming of the Fast and Furious franchise. In 2016, The Rock posted a message on social media calling some of his male co-stars candy asses. Although he didn't mention any names, many people immediately believed he was referring to Vin Diesel. The post went viral and turned private disagreements into public drama. After that, both actors tried to downplay the situation. Publicly, they avoided direct attacks and spoke carefully in interviews. However, insiders later revealed that the tension didn't simply disappear. The movie set reportedly became divided, with crew members and cast feeling forced to choose sides. What should have been a high-energy, fun production slowly turned into a stressful working environment. When big egos collide, collaboration suffers. And when the biggest star in the room is involved, the pressure becomes even heavier. Power dynamics shift, creativity slows, and simple decisions become complicated. In the end, even a blockbuster set is still a workplace, and conflict there affects everyone. 4. Being too nice can feel fake. The Rock is famous for his non-stop positivity. He is always smiling, always uplifting others, and always sharing messages about discipline, gratitude, and believing in yourself. No matter the situation, he appears confident and unbreakable. For many fans, this attitude is inspiring and comforting. In a world full of stress and negativity, his energy feels like a safe place. But for some people, it feels too much. Critics and longtime fans have started to say that the constant positivity feels forced rather than natural. Real life is messy. Real people have bad days, feel insecure, fail publicly, and sometimes lose motivation. Anger, doubt, and frustration are part of being human. Yet, The Rock rarely shows these sides of himself. When someone only presents strength and success, it can create distance. Instead of feeling inspired, some people feel disconnected. They don't see themselves reflected in the image. It starts to feel less like a person sharing real experiences and more like a character performing a role. Over time, the motivation begins to feel scripted, not lived. Vulnerability is often what builds true connection. When people admit they're struggling, others relate. When they fail and talk honestly about it, trust grows. The Rock has shared parts of his difficult past, but in the present, his public persona remains polished and controlled. Even his emotional moments feel carefully packaged to inspire rather than reveal. Positivity itself is not the problem. The problem is when it leaves no room for imperfection. When happiness feels constant and unshakable, it stops feeling real. Instead of pulling people closer, it can quietly push them away. In the end, people don't connect to perfection. They connect to honesty. And sometimes, being too nice can make even the most famous star feel distant.
5. Overworking and dangerous pressure. The Rock is famous for his extreme work ethic. He wakes up before sunrise, trains intensely, films movies for long hours, and then spends his nights managing multiple businesses. On the surface, this looks incredibly inspiring and almost superhuman. But this lifestyle also creates a dangerous standard for ordinary people. Many fans look at his routine and feel guilty or weak. They ask themselves, if The Rock can do all this, why can't I? What they often forget is the massive support system behind him. The Rock has access to personal trainers, nutritionists, doctors, recovery specialists, assistants, and financial security. His body and schedule are constantly managed by professionals. Most people do not have these advantages. Trying to copy his lifestyle without support can lead to serious burnout, chronic stress, mental exhaustion, and physical injury. Hard work is important, but rest, balance, and realistic expectations matter just as much. 6. Steroid questions and silence. One of the biggest dark topics around The Rock is steroids. Many fitness experts say his body size at his age is not natural. They point to muscle growth, veins, and recovery speed. The Rock has always denied using steroids, but he also avoids deep questions about it. This silence creates doubt, and doubt creates rumors. Young fans look at his body and think it is possible naturally. This can lead them to dangerous choices. Being honest could protect people, but honesty could also damage his brand. 7. Movies that feel the same. When The Rock first entered Hollywood, his movies felt fresh and exciting. Audiences were drawn to his large-than-life presence, his natural charisma, and the idea that a wrestling superstar could become a real movie star. Each new role felt like proof that he was evolving and taking risks. Over time, however, many critics and fans have started to notice a pattern. His movies often follow the same formula: a powerful, muscular hero, constant jokes, big explosions, intense action scenes, and a guaranteed happy ending. Whether the story is set in a jungle, on a skyscraper, in space, or in a disaster zone, the character feels familiar. The setting changes, but the personality rarely does. This repetition has caused some fans to lose interest. They feel like they are watching the same movie again and again, just with different backgrounds and costumes. The surprises are gone because the outcome is predictable. The Rock wins, the audience laughs, and everything works out in the end. Longtime fans miss his wrestling days. In WWE, The Rock wasn't always the hero. He played villains, showed arrogance, lost matches, and embraced his flaws. That unpredictability made him exciting and real. He wasn't afraid to be disliked. In Hollywood, studios now see him as a safe investment. His name guarantees box office numbers, family-friendly content, and minimal controversy. But safety comes at a cost. When an actor avoids risk, avoids darker roles, and avoids failure, creativity suffers. Safe choices may bring short-term success, but over time, they can feel empty. 8. Black Adam and power struggles. The movie Black Adam revealed a side of Hollywood power that fans rarely see. For years, The Rock pushed hard to bring the character to the big screen, not just as another superhero, but as a dominant force in the DC universe. He wanted Black Adam to be the strongest character. He wanted him to stand above others. Most importantly, he wanted Black Adam to defeat Superman and reshape the hierarchy of power at DC. This level of control showed how much influence The Rock had gained in Hollywood. He was not just acting in the movie, he was shaping the story, the direction, and the future plans of the franchise. At first, this confidence looked bold and ambitious. However, when Black Adam failed to meet expectations at the box office, the situation changed quickly. Instead of launching a new era, the movie became a symbol of overconfidence and internal conflict. Blame began to circulate quietly, and behind the scenes, tensions grew. Shortly after, DC Studios went through major leadership changes. New executives took over, old plans were scrapped, and projects connected to Black Adam were canceled. The Rock's influence within DC faded almost overnight, and his vision for the character was abandoned. This moment was a reminder of an uncomfortable truth. No matter how powerful or famous you are, Hollywood is bigger than any one person. Power struggles, ego, and control can backfire. Even The Rock, one of the most successful stars in the world, learned that not every battle can be won. 9. Business before art. The Rock is involved in many businesses: energy drinks, clothing, movies, sports leagues. Sometimes it feels like money comes first. Movies feel like advertisements. Motivation feels like marketing. Fans begin to wonder, is this passion or just profit? When everything becomes business, people lose emotional connection. 10. Social media pressure.
The Rock is one of the most active celebrities on social media. Almost every day, he shares something with his audience: early morning gym videos, intense workout sessions, motivational speeches about discipline, or warm family moments that show his softer side. To fans, it feels personal and real, as if they are seeing the true person behind the fame. But social media is not just expression for him, it is also work. Every post is part of maintaining a brand. He has to stay relevant in a fast-moving online world. He has to stay liked by millions of followers with different expectations. And most importantly, he has to keep projecting strength, positivity, and success at all times. There's very little room for weakness or honesty about struggle. Living under this kind of pressure can be mentally exhausting. A normal person can make mistakes privately. A celebrity like The Rock cannot. One poorly worded post, one emotional moment, or one controversial opinion can turn into global headlines within minutes. 11. Family life and sacrifices. The Rock frequently speaks about how important family is to him. He shares loving moments with his daughters, posts emotional messages, and often reminds fans that family comes first. On the surface, it appears balanced and wholesome, but the reality of his lifestyle tells a more complicated story. His career demands constant travel across countries and continents. Movie shoots can last for months, often in remote locations. Business meetings, promotions, and appearances fill the small gaps in between. Even when he is physically present, his mind is often divided between responsibilities, schedules, and expectations. This is the hidden cost of extreme success. Achieving greatness at the highest level requires sacrifices that most people never see. Time with loved ones is often the first thing to be traded. Birthdays, quiet evenings, and simple, everyday moments can be missed forever. Money can provide comfort, security, and opportunities, but it cannot replace emotional presence. Children grow, relationships change, and moments pass whether you are there or not. No amount of wealth can buy back a missed childhood memory or a lost conversation. The Rock's story reflects a hard truth about ambition. Success is never free. It always demands payment, and sometimes the price is not paid in money, but in time, connection, and moments that can never be recovered. 12. The weight of expectations. The Rock is expected to be perfect, a perfect role model, a perfect father, a perfect worker. This pressure never stops. If he fails, the world watches. Living under this weight can break anyone. Smiling becomes armor, motivation becomes defense, and silence hides pain. 13. Is he trapped by his own success? The Rock has built one of the most powerful personal brands in the world. His image is iconic, strong, disciplined, positive, and unstoppable. It inspires millions and opens doors that few people could ever dream of. But that very image can also become a cage. Once you reach that level of fame, public expectations begin to dictate your every move. The Rock cannot fail publicly. Every mistake is magnified, analyzed, and debated across social media and news outlets. He cannot show vulnerability or weakness because fans have come to expect constant strength and confidence. Even trying something radically different in his career carries risk. Studios may hesitate to invest, and brands could reconsider partnerships. This is the paradox of extreme success. It gives you almost everything: wealth, influence, admiration, but it comes with invisible chains. Freedom becomes conditional. Every choice is measured against the expectations he has created over decades. The Rock's life illustrates a harsh truth about fame. Success is empowering, but it can also limit you. You gain the world, but at the cost of spontaneity, privacy, and the freedom to simply be yourself. 14. The human behind the legend. Behind the towering muscles, the dazzling smile, and the larger-than-life persona lies a man a human being with fears, stress, and limitations. While the world sees confidence, strength, and charm, few notice the vulnerability that exists behind the cameras, the lights, and the carefully crafted social media posts. The dark side of The Rock's life is not about malice or wrongdoing. It is not about ego in the way many assume. Instead, it is about pressure. Every day he is measured against impossibly high standards. Fans expect him to be energetic, funny, motivational, and heroic all at once. Studios expect him to deliver blockbuster performances. Brands expect him to be charismatic, marketable, and consistent. Even small deviations from perfection can invite scrutiny, judgment, and backlash. Control is another constant factor. The Rock works hard to manage every aspect of his public image, his career, and even his personal life. This level of control, while impressive, comes with its own weight. It limits spontaneity, forces decisions to be calculated, and often turns ordinary choices into strategic moves. And then there is sacrifice. Time with family, personal downtime, and moments of rest are all traded for ambition and responsibility. Every success carries hidden costs, from missed milestones to the mental toll of constant performance. Understanding these pressures doesn't diminish The Rock. It makes him more relatable, more human. Behind the legend is a man who struggles with the same basic challenges most people face: stress, limits, and fear, but on a magnified, high-stakes scale. His story is a reminder that no matter how iconic someone becomes, humanity remains at the core, and even the strongest heroes carry unseen burdens. Final thoughts. The Rock is not a villain. He is not a saint either. He is a product of fame, money, and expectations, a man trying to stay on top in a brutal industry. The dark side is the cost of success. If you admire The Rock, that is okay. Just remember, no life is perfect. Even the strongest man carries heavy weight. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Tell us in the comments what you think about The Rock. Do you see him differently now? Thanks for watching.